Board members, my name is Dale Harvey. I'm a supervising engineer out of your Fresno office, and I'm the manager for the Central Valley Water Board's oil field program. Over the next few slides, I'll provide some information about that program.
California is the United States' third largest oil producing state. Most of California's oil production occurs in the San Joaquin Valley. Each barrel of oil is typically accompanied by 10 to 15 barrels of formation water called produced water or produced wastewater. In 2015, Central Valley oil production generated about 2.1 billion barrels of produced water that needed proper disposal or recycling. Oil production also generates other wastes, including sludges and solids that need proper disposal to protect water quality. There are almost 19 staff now dedicated to the proper oversight of the disposal of oil field waste, as shown on the slide. Assistant Executive Officer Clay Rogers has also been heavily involved in oil field activities. All staff are in the Fresno office because most of the activity is in the South Valley. Oil field program staff work in three broad areas as shown on the slide: discharges to land, underground injection control or UIC, and well stimulation or fracking, commonly referred to as SB4 activities. These are described pictorially and discussed more in the slides that follow. In the first area, staff endeavors to ensure that discharges to land, including but not limited to those shown on the slide, are properly permitted to protect water quality and to pursue appropriate enforcement for those discharges that are not properly permitted. The second area is underground injection control or UIC. In many oil fields, produced wastewater and other fluids are injected into underground formations for disposal and enhanced oil recovery or EOR operations. Staff reviews these projects with the State Board, the State Division of Oil, Gas, and Geothermal Resources, or DOGGR, and the U.S. EPA to make sure that the injection activities are protective of water resources. The third area is well stimulation, or fracking. Well stimulation activities are commonly referred to as Senate Bill 4 or SB4 activities. We continue to work with the State Board and DOGGR on the implementation of SB4 and resulting regulations. In 2014, staff put together a work plan for addressing discharges to land. During fiscal year 2015 and 2016, staff continued to implement the plan. Staff circulated for public comment 3 draft general orders to regulate discharges of produced wastewater to land. This included a public workshop in March 2016 in Bakersfield and the presentation of the orders to the board for consideration at its August 2016 meeting. The orders were continued to a future meeting and are currently on track to be reconsidered in April. In 2015, board staff convened a panel of experts from US EPA, our state sister agencies, academia, and industry to advise the board on whether the reuse of produced water on food crops poses a threat to public health. During the fiscal year, the panel held 2 public meetings, 2 closed meetings, and toured Chevron's Kern River oil field and the Coelho Water District. To facilitate transparency, board staff developed a website where information and data related to the panel's efforts is posted. With respect to UIC and SB4 activities, staff reviewed and provided comments to the State Board on 10 proposed UIC control permits, 4 aquifer exemption applications, 2 proposed well stimulation project permits, and 4 well stimulation groundwater monitoring plans. Staff also met regularly with State Board, DOGGR, and the US EPA on various UIC and SB4 related topics. This slide provides a partial list of oil field staff's enforcement accomplishments for fiscal year 2015-2016. Consistent with the work plan, staff completed 51 cleanup and abatement orders primarily for operators without appropriate waste discharge requirements. The orders cover 165 ponds. Staff also issued 10 revised monitoring reporting programs and completed an $85,000 administrative civil liability order for the illegal discharge of well stimulation fluids to land. Staff completed a cease and desist order for an operator discharging saline wastewater over good quality groundwater and inspected 90 discharge sites. Regarding underground injection control, staff issued 17 Water Code Section 13267 orders requiring information on injection wells that have potentially been in violation of the Federal Safe Drinking Water Act. and 10 notices of violation to those operators that failed to respond with complete information. That is a quick tour of the oil field program. Thanks for listening.